So this is the look for the second day of our Pride Month makeup series. It was a random video that inspired me today that I saw about like the history of Marie Antoinette and basically not just like the opulence and let them eat cake, but like what she did for the French people too, that's not normally talked about. But I know when you see this look, you don't really think Marie Antoinette, but I kind of wanted to like take a fun twist to it for Pride. And yeah, so I'm going to put on the screen what the makeup look inspiration is. I don't know how green screen works on here, so we're just gonna this. Hopefully it's here. It might be the whole thing, but yeah. So that is the look. I am terrified. I have not done wing liner in probably years, so we're gonna have a really fun time today just trying to re-ride the bicycle. Because as Nikki Tutorial says, wing liner can sense fear, and I have fear in me. What I'm gonna use for the makeup is I'm gonna use, as in my last video, the Ellis palette. It has everything I need, and I need like a powdery pink and a powdery blue. Let me start. I'm gonna prime my eyelid like I always do. For this one, I'm gonna use Painterly again. Base on. So what I have in the reference photo, because I have it over here if you see me looking to the side quite frequently, is the base is like a really powdery pink. I don't have like as white of a pink as it looks like in the photo. So I'm going to use this one that's just, let's see, Sensory right here in the Ellis palette. I feel like on camera it's reading darker, but in real life, it looks like a powdery pink. So we laid down the pink. In the edges on the photo, it like has this like powdery blue. So blue that I'm using is right here. It is Cosmic. And then it has like a little bit of a darker blue underneath, but I feel like I am afraid, and I'm just gonna bite the bullet and I'm going to do the liner. I'm scared. Be with me, guys. Let's, you know what? I'm not gonna find, no fear, no fear. I don't think they match. So we're going to have to use makeup remover. What we have here is now that blue, and then the last thing it has for like eyes itself is just in the photo. It has like the blue underneath. So I'm gonna go in underneath and add some blue. And then, now let's get to the real part where we're actually going to start doing the complexion. Now, I feel like that's what's going to tie it back into being like Marie Antoinette versus just like what it is right now. So on the back of my hand, I like to use, to do my foundation. And then I'm going to just start painting my face. I saw someone use this recently, and the way and And then the next thing in the photo that is very apparent is the blush. So we're gonna see in the blush binder that I have created what blush you're going to use. I feel like we're gonna go into, so all of these are Juvia's Place. I'm thinking this one and this one, kind of like together. And then I want to go back in and just kind of like chisel some things out. So I'm gonna go in with my Sephora Second Chance like I always do. It's just my go-to when it comes to contouring right now. And I know it's a Marie Antoinette look, but I honestly, my signature, it doesn't matter what it is. I always have my mole. Alright, so I feel like we got a lot closer to the finished look of what it was, the reference. Powder on some of that powder pink onto my lips. So this is the finished look. I did go back and I recut my crease a little because I just felt like you can't really see what my eye makeup looks like normally if I don't cut my crease like with a false crease. Because the fact is I have hooded eyes and it is like an enemy for makeup sometimes with me. But I really love it. I think it came out great. Thank you for following. I really appreciate anyone who like engages with my content. Remember, always be prideful, keep it spooky, and bye.